Alright, hey everybody, welcome to Naruto Fan FB, chapter 693.
Once again.
Once again.
Appropriate title, being that we're hammering on some familiar old notes.
Definitely, this is our second time recording the video, so we're recording it once again. Yeah.
Yep, you get Matt and I this week. Andy had to go take care of a dog, and Joan's at a wedding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're in our new beautiful studio. This is where we'll be recording all the episodes from now on.
Well lit.
Although there may not be that many more chapters, so who knows?
Yeah, we'll see.
Right? It's like if they're going to be coming out with this movie in December, that leaves, 12 weeks at most that we could have, a chapter come out.
Well, yeah, assuming that the movie is actually the end of the series. Which, still speculation at this point, who knows? I mean, it is called The Last, so...
I don't think they really could wrap everything up in 12 more chapters. If they still have to do this entire fight...
Yeah.
There's no way.
And that would be really quick.
Yeah. So I kind of feel like maybe... See, I feel like you can't say that the movie is canonical. You can't be like, yeah, this is part of the universe of the manga. Like, I just don't think it would work that way.
No, it's unfair to the manga being a 15-year-long project to just not end it and then put something else out. That sucks.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but
this week's chapter.
Yeah, so anyway, going on to this week's chapter, it was pretty cool. What I really liked about it was, I guess, so I was telling Reid before that even though there have been so many different things I've been so disappointed with in the past couple of years of this series, once you got to that point where you just saw Naruto and Sasuke right there, I got really excited, and I thought that was really interesting. It was an exciting chapter. I really still felt oh yes, they're finally gonna get to this fight. It was really...
Yeah, I agree. I'm completely stoked this week. Like you were saying, I guess if your characters are strong enough,
you can forgive,
Yeah.
Even in this chapter, there were a couple things where, I was kind of really? When Kakashi, was standing perfectly fine talking, then once he started to, take a step, he's I have no more power. Or, how the Sage of Six Paths is, about to disappear. Even though those things are going to kind of happen, and I would call shenanigans, just the fact that we're getting to the point where, Naruto and Sasuke are finally going to fight, I'm totally okay with it, because it's really what we've been wanting to see.
Yeah.
And, I think John was talking about this a couple weeks ago, that, when he's talking to his friends about, oh yeah, I read Naruto, but, I just kind of read it because it's, a habit at this point. I really feel like people have been reading it because they've just been waiting to see Naruto and Sasuke fight. And now that, we're finally at that point, it's yes, this is the feeling that I've been waiting for so long, and so... It's exciting that it's happening.
All of a sudden, we're into payoff now.
Yeah.
In terms of everyone disappearing or Kakashi collapsing, it's real convenient. I agree. But at the same time,
totally okay with it.
Let's just clear off the distractions, mano a mano. Let's get to it.
Yeah. Let's have a brawl. One thing that I think is also really cool about they played the whole Sakura note. That even though Sasuke's done so many bad things to them, Sakura still has feelings for
her
Sasuke.
Just putting it all out there.
It felt like it was really relatable, just on a character level for her.
Yeah, she even says it herself. It's pathetic that I can't shake this thing for you, but I still have feelings. Please stay.
And then how he used his Sharingan to
fuck her up.
Stab her basically with his hand. And then
kill her without killing her.
He killed her. Yeah, I mean, just imagine how emotionally devastating that would be for Sakura at that moment. It's he just is constantly defying her and saying that she disgusts him or finds her annoying or whatever.
Yeah, it also kind of plays to the rabid fan base a little bit, who's screaming about Sakura being useless every week. Oh, kill her off, kill her off. There you go. You have your panel. Make that your avatar and shut up.
I guess what's really cool is that they're back at the same valley that they had their fight on before. That was really awesome. Kind of excited to see what of the same notes he's going to hit, but also what's going to be different.
Yeah, it's super nostalgic.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just say, I know we mentioned it last time in the video that you'll never see, that valley is so fucked.
Yeah.
Like, apparently the first battle between Madara and Hashirama was what created that valley and the waterfall.
Right. So maybe it'll be like
statues.
a canyon or something. Like maybe it'll just
smoking
go
crater
deeper. Yeah, or like a volcano or a... What else could there be? An ocean. They'll create an
If
ocean.
they just flatten it back out again.
Or maybe they'll just create another moon.
Yeah, there you go. No,
It'd be sci-fi Naruto. It'd be really cool. So yeah, another really awesome like storytelling technique, is repetition with variation. Like repeat the same kind of things, but then make it a little bit different, so you get the payoff and all that. Yeah, so I'm like super excited to see how the fight goes down, and even like in the final panel where Sasuke, like we're finally gonna get his true full motivations coming out, like where he said, "I'm gonna tell you what the being a Hokage really means." Like it's like Naruto and Sasuke have different ideologies about what being a leader is, and so he's really going to put it all out there in the next couple chapters.
I'm actually really looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
The past couple last week and this week, been thinking a lot about Sasuke and just kind of how his character's been presented, and it's
he's just been like holding his cards really close to his chest. Like you don't really know what he's thinking or what his intentions are, and we're starting to get it. So now we're really going to see everything unfold. And
I mean, it's been really easy to just kind of write him off as emo butthead. Oh, well, my brother died. His world's so hard. I'm just gonna lash out at everything. If you think about it in real world non-cartoon terms, like he's the sole survivor of genocide.
Mm-hmm.
Like his entire people was deemed not worthy to live and wiped out.
And then when you go even
by the
deeper
village, but
into it, it's like one of the members was like ordered to wipe them all out.
Yeah, no, it really boils down to Danzo.
Yeah.
And poor decision making on his part, and the fact that he was completely unchecked by a system that says, "Oh well, greater good."
Mm-hmm.
I can see why he's bitter at the
the leadership
ninja system and ninja leadership. For him to want to take that out permanently, I don't think that's the right call, but it's definitely understandable.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's so interesting. Like I was just thinking, like, someone who goes through something like that should have like a large amount of like emotional scarring. But since he's so intelligent, he's like a genius. Like it's like a perfect storm of so much talent and so much like pain coming together. Just in this one person. So
it'll be interesting to see the Church of Naruto in action again. Of course, it's going to be a crazy fight, but it's also going to be a pretty deep heart-to-heart conversation. I mean, this is both of their mantras writ large. I mean, Sasuke's been after initially revenge and now change. He wants to affect something real in the world. And Naruto wants to do the same thing, except through understanding as opposed to the fist.
Mm-hmm.
So now it comes down to it, like your method versus my method. Let's see what happens.
And we can basically just see like this fight that happened at the Valley, whatever, 10 years ago. Now it's like both of them have grown, their philosophies have grown as well. So we finally get to see them clash, and really see how each of them has grown. Like this is kind of speculation that we were talking about. Like I kind of want to talk about how we saw the first design of Sasuke with the turban on his head.
Yeah, or the wrappings or whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever it is. And so there's like speculation that under it is like a scar on his forehead, which goes back to the first time they fought, and he was saying, "You can't put a scratch on my forehead."
Yeah,
so.
I don't need this forehead protector. I'm not part of this village anymore. Mm-hmm. And besides, you won't even be able to touch my forehead anyway. So
I think that's a pretty spot on speculation. I have a feeling that if the fight does pan out with Naruto being able to incapacitate him and scratch his forehead.
If it ends the same way that it did the first time with a kind of a glancing blow, except Naruto comes out on top, that could be cool.
And that would really just show the development of each of the characters and kind of like how the relationship dynamic can shift. So
I wonder if it's possible for the the fight to escalate and be everything that we want out of this final fight, and
It's
not
true.
end in violence. Like maybe it really could end in talking and compromise.
You mean like Naruto and Sasuke don't fight?
No, if they do fight, but instead of like one finishing the other off or
knocking it
coming
out.
to a victor, they realize
They
that
come to an agreement.
yeah, that just fighting isn't getting them anywhere. Like that's not how you change minds.
That's a good point.
I don't know.
It's possible.
I'm just thinking out loud here.
I mean, another thing is
manga.
like since we've literally just all been waiting for this one fight,
Oh,
our
yeah,
expectations are going to be so high for it. So I really hope he pulls it off, because it could be awesome.
No, about halfway through that sentence, I saw your eyes light up. You're right. I wonder if this actually can meet the expectations of the series, because this really is the pinnacle. This is the fight that
The whole
has been
series, the show
building
really
to,
could
yeah.
have been the title could be Naruto and Sasuke, because it really is about their relationship. I think you could say it's it's Naruto's maturation and becoming a person able to be Hokage, but I really feel like at the core of the show it's about friendship.
Yeah,
and
his development wouldn't be
anything without Sasuke.
Without Sasuke as that foil,
Mm-hmm.
pushing him, pulling him. Yep.
Yeah. So super excited. It was a great chapter.
Yeah, no, I feel more stoked about Naruto now.
Yeah, than
I
I've been
have
for
been-
so long.
Yeah, 2-3 years.
Yeah. All right.
So
yeah, write in the
Riding
comments if what you think's gonna happen in the fight, how you think it's gonna play out, how it's gonna end, especially. So.
yeah, give us some predictions.
Yeah. I'm sure you have a lot to say, because it was a very rich chapter in a way, even though it's really just more of a setup. So
Yeah, no, I thought the dialogue was pretty rich.
mm-hmm.
Seeing Sasuke talking about having an actual plan in terms of the tailed beast and why Naruto fits into it. Fighting to take out that tailed beast chakra and change the way that power dynamic goes, instead of having the beasts as weapons. It makes him seem
right, and I actually feel like that's kind of where the compromise is going to be reached. Now that Naruto kind of is the Jinchuriki, I almost wonder if he's still gonna have control over it at the end, or if he's gonna be able to relinquish it, or what, because if that's really the problem that Sasuke has with it, there can be an agreement that they can reach. So
if that's his problem, who else is more willing to compromise and
Naruto would be the guy to do it. Yeah. Cool. Well, we're at 13 minutes, so that's going to be the end for this video.
Yep.
But yeah.
Have a good weekend, guys.
Yeah.
And we'll check you soon.
See you later.
It's button.